on one of the best views you'll find in all of baseball, downtown Pittsburgh in PNC Park. Today it's the finale of this 4-game set between the Cincinnati Reds and the Pittsburgh Pirates. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Francisco Liriano will be on the mound for Game 4. What's your take on him, EK?
Yeah, Matty, in his last start, he had a ton of strikeouts. He'll be looking to duplicate that effort here.
Here comes perhaps the fastest man in baseball as Billy Hamilton strides forward to get this ball game underway.
Number 6.
Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch today is taken for strike one. Eric, we take a look at the Pirates as they take the field here this afternoon. They're on a great run of late as they come in winners of 7 of their last 9 games.
And this will be their last home game for quite a while. They're about to head out on a long road trip, so they'll be wanting to get out of here with at least another victory under their belts.
First pitch, 136.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit, 1-2.
Well, when it's warm like this, you really have to keep the ball down. Try to keep guys from hitting it in the air because it will absolutely carry. That's 2 pitches in a row that were elevated.
And Brown will look this one in for route number 1. A moment here to take a look at the Cincinnati Reds starting lineup in this one. What's the key for them if they want to split this series, Steve?
Well, they got to hit the ball somehow, man. They're dead last in hits. And it's so hard to get a rally going if you can't string together hits consistently, and they have not been doing that.
Jose Peraza will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game.
Come on, you look at the numbers on this guy, and you have to wonder, why does he continue to be in the lineup? He's got 1 hit in his last 10 games. Come on.
And, oh, look out as he has to hop out of the way of the fastball there.
And we're going to see a lot more of this because this is a guy who's let it be known that he will work inside. He'll even back you off the plate if he has to.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Liriano into his motion. Here's the 1-1. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. And set up working the plate is Larry Bullard as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Well, my man Larry, he's solid. Rarely do many people get upset with his calling of the strike zone because it doesn't really seem like he favors any one part of the zone more than another.
Hot shot on the ground is short. In time to first, and there are 2 away. And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at how the Pirates align defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, the center fielder in this one, as good as anybody out there in the field. Has a lot of speed, can cover a lot of ground, and most importantly, he's very reliable.
Joey Votto will stand in, currently 8th in the National League in hitting to enter play.
Yeah, and he leads his ball club in hitting, so he's a guy that they really look to offensively.
Into the windup and the pitch. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Living a little dangerously here.
Yeah, you don't have to go looking for trouble. Trouble will find you if you're putting pitches there.
First inning as we're just underway from Pittsburgh. And Votto's able to lay off that one as the count turns even to 1-1.
And that's the spot that he's just going to have to keep wearing out going forward. If he can keep running that pitch in on the guy's hands, he's going to be fine.
Inside corner called as strike 1 and 2.
Yeah, and it's hard to look for a changeup there, especially when a guy's got a good live fastball.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Reds are down in order. Now the Pirates will get their first opportunity. No score. Brendan Finnegan, a Texas-born left-hander, gets the starting nod. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Yeah, guys, in his last start, he won his 9th game of the season, so he's going for double digits here in this one.
Juan Lagares comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Pirates, left fielder, Juan Lagares.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Eric, these Reds, as they enter play here this afternoon, they come into this one in decent form, as despite the loss last time out, they've won 6 of their last 9.
And it hasn't been the best year for them, but at least they're finishing strong. That says a lot for their manager and the type of team that I think these guys can become.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. And he comes up empty there on a pitch in the dirt and falls behind now 1-2.
Boy, when he's got that thing going good, it just takes a nosedive right at the end.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Landis has to retreat a bit, but he gets there for out number 1. And here's how Clint Hurdle set his Pirates lineup for this one. Steve, how do they send these fans home happy here today?
You know, these guys fall out of bed every morning and hit. They're leading the league in hits right now, so that really makes it tough on an opposing defense and a pitching staff. So if they just keep the approach that they've had so far, they're golden.
Number 55 will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
And this is exactly what he does so well. He'll make you so convinced that you're going to see a fastball, and then he's going to go the other way on you.
Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hard hit ball to second. Phillips is up with it. On to first, and there were 2 down. And with that, let's take a look at the defense for the Cincinnati Reds. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Yeah, Joey Votto is recognized as a great, actually an elite offensive player, but he's one of the better defensive first basemen as well. He's won a Gold Glove. He's got quick reflexes, soft hands, and most important, he does not make mental mistakes out in the field.
Andrew McCutcheon will stand in now, and you can see the splits on your screen. He's been exceptionally good against left-handed pitching to this point. First delivery to him on the way. Sinker to open the AB, in there for strike one. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Hamilton is after it. And that's the third out. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. After one, no score. Jay Bruce will get his first shot now, coming off a big ball game last night in which he accounted for 5 runs batted in.
Well, he's had 7 RBIs in his last 10 games, so he is producing runs, and he had another good one yesterday.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
Yeah, showing no fear there. He put the pitch right at the letters away, but that guy didn't want any part of it.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1 and 2. And Liriano's ready. Here's the 1-2. And Bruce can't connect there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the inning.
Well, you could see his mindset at the plate. He's thinking, I got to get out in front here, try to pull something. Didn't really get a good pitch to do that, though, so he's going to have to go grab a seat.
Here's Brandon Phillips. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. He'll start play with that average down in the low 230s. 11 home runs and 37 RBIs. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. And this one misses to Phillips. It's a ball and a strike.
That's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. And another foul ball. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. 2-2 count. Here it comes. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. Fastball is outside. It's full now, 3-2.
And you know what, guys? This is a big league battle going on right now. Neither guy wanting to back down. No sign of weakness on either side.
Inside as he nearly got him, and it's ball 4.
Man, these middle infielders, I'll tell you, they are always the pesky ones, aren't they? Here, he just keeps fouling pitch after pitch off, thinking sooner or later that he might get something that he can handle. But in this case, it's truly an instance where a walk is just as good as a hit.
Tucker Barnhart will stand in, and as you can see the numbers away from home, he's been much better once he gets out on the road. First pitch on its way. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1.
That changeup away is his ground ball pitch. That's a good job to hold off.
Runners on first with 1 down. That evens it up 1-1. One and one, here it is. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
2 strikes.
Down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Let's analyze this swing on Swing Track. This pitch is away, but you'll see him swing inside the ball and try to pull it. You got to take that the other way.
Stepping in now, Chris Torres, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. The numbers offensively pretty dismal to this point, down in the 170s to start play. 3 homers and 7 driven in. Sent out to straightaway center field. McCutchen moves over, and the inning is over. Reds leave 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Dominic Brown strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
Dominic Brown.
And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. Not close. It's 2-0.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
3-0 now. On deck, there you see David Freese. He'll be next. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. Here it is. Hit to first. Taken in by Votto. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
And you start to get to the point of the year where you say, look, this guy's pitched a lot of innings so far this year. I wouldn't be surprised to see these guys back off his workload a bit here in this final month.
David Freese will come forward now, back in the lineup after being used as a pinch hitter last night. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Changeup just off the black, and it's 2-1. Bottom of the second here with no score. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, this is a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a fastball.
Ready on 3-1. Here it comes. And the count will be full. One out, nobody on. Hot shot to third. Torres comes up with it. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now, these infielders have been busy early on, and that's another ground ball out for them. Probably not going to be the last one we see either.
Sean Rodriguez will stand in now. He homered in the ballgame last night.
Yeah, that was a good one for him, and he needed it because, as you can see, his batting average on the year ain't pretty.
He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Very patient here in these opening few innings.
And I think that's exactly what they're going to need to do. The more hitters counts that you can get yourself in, the more fastballs you're going to see. And this is a good fastball hitting team.
And he gets the slider over here. It's 2-1 now.
Yeah, and even though that's a tough one to get on top of, I think he'd say he got away with one right there. That's in too good a location when the matchup's not in your favor.
Chopped foul right at home plate. Swing and a little tapper. That rolls foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. And Bruce will make the catch, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Pirates. We'll move to the third with no score. Richie Landis is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
Richie Landis.
And right back at it is Liriano as he gets ahead on the first pitch of the inning here. 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Liriano has his target. 1-1 pitch on its way. Hard hit ball to second, but an atom ball right to him for the first out.
Still looking for that first hit of the ball game, and this one had the potential to be one, but it was not meant to be.
Standing in now, Brandon Finnegan. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike 1. Both teams so far yet to crack the hit column. And he falls behind 0-2. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
And sometimes it doesn't quite matter how hard a thrower a guy is. I mean, if he can locate, he's going to be successful. The location here is absolutely spot on. Right on the inside corner. That's a tough, tough pitch.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Reds. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Jordy Mercer will come forward to begin the inning. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
And they're still searching for a base runner. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. Skied into straightaway right. Bruce is under it. Makes the play, 1 away.
Batting 8th, catcher, Chris Stewart.
Chris Stewart is set to stand in, and he'll be looking to change his fortunes in this one. He's seen his numbers take a bit of a hit in recent action. Here comes the first pitch. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Three and 1 now.
1 strike.
Grounded back up the middle. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single.
Catcher, Francisco Liriano.
Francisco Liriano comes to the plate, possibly receiving a bunt sign in order to stay out of the double play.
Yeah, and everybody's got a different opinion on this situation. But in reality, it really comes down to how the pitcher is with the bat in his hands and what he can do.
And they'll try to stay out of the double play here as he lays this one down. On to Votto, a double play, and that ends the inning. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. 3 innings complete, and we are tied 0-0. Jose Peraza is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Liriano gets the sign, coming at him with the 0-1. Towards second. Throw to first in time, 1 gone here in the 4th. So with 1 away, let's punch up the graphic and show you the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters here in the 4th inning. Both guys pretty close, top speeds of 95 and 94. Into the box, Joey Votto. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Nope.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the fourth inning, 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
Swing and a miss for strike one.
Yeah, just really jumping out at that last pitch. He had him thinking fastball, maybe even slider.
No runs, no hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. And that's lifted the other way out to left. Lagares is under it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Boy, and he's come out with a plan against these hitters, and he's executed that plan to perfection here early on. That's 7 in a row now he's set down.
Jay Bruce will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Right side, defense aligned perfectly. Rodriguez on the grass. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Looks like Liriano's got it working now. Still 0-0. Juan Lagares is set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Ooh, you might have felt the squeeze on that one. That might just change the whole complexion of the at-bat.
Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. One and two, here it comes. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Hit hard to short. Peraza fields it cleanly, and he's retired here, 1 away.
Now batting, number 55.
Number 55 will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
You know, I can't help but notice how much he's getting ahead of the hitters right now. I'm told he's throwing around 80% first pitch strikes. That's way above average.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike. On the ground up the middle. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
Just the second hit they've got against him so far as we check on his numbers to this point. He's pretty much been in control all afternoon, so we'll see if he can keep that string of zeros going.
Striding into the box, Andrew McCutchen. He flew out in his last at-bat. Starts him out with a changeup off the plate for ball 1.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
That's inside. 2-0.
Yeah, he's looked at 2 close pitches. You get the feeling that this is the calm before the storm. I think he'll unload on this one if this thing is anywhere near the zone.
The 2-0 pitch. Strike called, 2-1. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. In there on the inside corner. Don't know that he liked it, but it's a full count now, 3-2. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
First and second now after the walk, and they haven't gotten much going offensively against this guy at all. So this is about as good an opportunity as they've had.
Dominic Brown stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1.
Good pitch right there. Right on the heels of a walk. He needed to get ahead of the next guy, and he did just that.
Now the 0-1. And this is on the ground to first. Could be 2. 1 there.
Oh, there is so much that can go wrong with this play right here. This will give us a great angle to look at it. Look where he fields this thing. Then as he goes to throw it, stop it right there. He's got no real direct lane to the bag. Now, we've seen guys screw this up all the time. They throw it off the runner's back. They hit someone's helmet. Anything can go wrong. But he's able to avoid that danger here as he gets that force at second base.
Here's David Freese to stand in. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Scorched to third, reined in, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Time for a quick break, then back to PNC Park after this. Back alongside Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as internet sensation Dat Dude Brandon Phillips gets set to lead off the Cincinnati half of the inning. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. All right, 4 scoreless innings in the books. What's it going to take to push across our first run?
Well, I think both pitchers have really dominated so far. This is where getting the leadoff guy on is so key. You know, get the pitcher into the stretch, get him out of his comfort zone, then maybe your offense can go from there.
And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Well, this latest dry spell, it's dropped his average all the way under 240, so he'd like nothing more than to string a few of these together and get back into some kind of rhythm at the plate.
Tucker Barnhart is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
And he'll step off and fire to the bag. And the runner back easily.
Keeping an eye on him.
Liriano sets. Here it is on 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike three called. One away.
Boy, and just a great call that time to turn to the changeup. That's one of those at the plate where you don't even wait for the umpire to make the call. You know you're a goner.
Chris Torres is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat.
And that's just not really his game. Anytime he keeps it on the ground, he's got a pretty good chance of beating out a hit.
On a less than impressive swing there to start the at-bat. It's 0-1.
And this has been a common problem for all of these guys. They just can't lay off that pitch down and away.
And low, it's a ball and a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. A swing here on the fastball, and this will get fouled off to the right side. Swing and a miss as he ran that two-seamer right by him for the second out.
Well, so much for being thrown out of rhythm by that leadoff single. Doesn't seem to have affected him one bit. Come back with the 2 straight strikeouts, and now he's turned things around in this inning.
Richie Landis stands in for the second time. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he was right on the off-speed stuff and hit it well, but just didn't have any luck. It's going to be interesting to see if they stay with more fastballs right here.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. That missed. Close. It's ball 2.
And you wonder if he's feeling just a little bit distracted having that base stealer over there at first base. Sometimes just the threat of a steal can really mess with your head out there.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. To short, hit hard. Taken in by Mercer. So they do get their first hit, but their first run will have to wait as the inning is over. One left for Cincinnati. Halfway home, still no score. Sean Rodriguez comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Absolutely nothing going on in this game so far, so we'll see if the leadoff man can get something going.
And that misses inside 1-0. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
And now he's made most of the hitters inside conscious. And of course, that opens up the outside corner when he has to go there.
Hot shot on the ground is short. Peraza is up with it. 1 away.
I think we expected to see a well-pitched game coming in, and we got one. Starting to look like the team who scores first might be the one who wins.
One gone now for the shortstop, Jordy Mercer. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that's in there for strike 1. Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. Liner towards second, but there to take this one is the second baseman, and that's out number 2.
That's the hardest hit ball he's had all series, and he's still looking for that first hit, but it didn't work out for him here.
Into the box, Chris Stewart. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball one.
Yeah, hard to believe that's not a strike. I don't know exactly where that would have missed.
This one's a strike. It's 1-1.
And you know, you get stuck sometimes being that number 8 hitter, trying to work the count and trying to buy a little extra time for your pitcher. Now, that's a pitch right down the middle that maybe a number 4 hitter jumps all over.
Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Ready on 1-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. 6th inning coming up. Still zip, zip. Brandon Finnegan makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning.
Veteran Brandon Finnegan.
Emilio Bonifacio is into the ball game now as he'll take over out in left field.
Now playing left field, number 64.
Number 60 is also into the ball game now as he takes over at second.
Number 60.
First offering on its way. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball one. Ripped down the first base line. He's got it, and he'll take this to the bag of 3 unassisted for the first out.
Yeah, he's able to set down his opposite number there, and I'll tell you, these two guys have pretty much matched each other pitch for pitch so far.
Billy Hamilton will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt the first pitch. Line drive to left. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night.
And this guy's had his way with him so far, so maybe this is the way to change things up. Maybe go into attack mode up there. Kind of get the sense that they've been a little too passive, so this is a nice first pitch single.
Jose Peraza will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game.
Just a little off on his earlier swings, guys. You've got to keep that top hand palm up through contact to keep him rolling over.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one, 1-0. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there or he'll take advantage.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
And you wonder if maybe he was taken there because he thought his runner was going to be moving from first.
That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Now a snap throw to first. And he throws it away.
Well, this is going to hurt any way you look at it, but as you look at the replay, the thing to notice here is that guy, he's got no lead at all over there. I mean, he's maybe 5 feet off the bag. I know you want to keep him close, but come on.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Hit on the ground to short. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
Both of these guys at the top of the lineup can put a lot of pressure on the defense because of that speed. And here he beats this one out, and that's going to be ruled an infield single.
Joey Votto will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
And he'll step off the rubber and go to first. But the runner's back easily. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes.
Well, this is the kind of situation where they came up short last night. They had opportunities, but they could never really cash them in. So you can bet they'd love to get something going on the board early here.
1-0 pitch on the way. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. A strike, and it's 2-1.
Pretty gutsy pitch there. 2-0 changeup for a strike.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Bonifacio sprinting after it, but he won't get there. It falls in. The runner from third crosses the plate, and they've taken a 1-0 lead.
This has been good work from the top 3 guys in the lineup. That's 3 straight hits they've strung together now against this guy, and now they're heading into the part of the lineup that can really make this pay off.
So it's a tight spot here. First and second, 1 man out, and stepping in the dangerous left-handed hitter Jay Bruce. Now it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing in the Pittsburgh bullpen. And he takes ball 1.
Well, you know, 3 straight hits are bad enough, but now he's making things even worse by falling behind the next guy.
Swinging a high pop-up. Could be tough back behind third. And Freese will look this one in, and there are 2 away now.
And now that would have fallen under the infield fly rule if it was a fair ball. But no matter, he goes over to make the catch here in foul territory.
Here's Brandon Phillips. Tapped out in front of home. Oh, and that all developed too late to get him at first, and now the bases are loaded here.
Well, there have been some hard-hit balls in the inning already, but this isn't exactly one of them, but it's going to work out well for him just the same as he reaches here with another hit in the inning, and this one's just an infield single.
Tucker Barnhart steps into the box here in one of the bigger spots in the ballgame so far. Bases juiced now with 2 away. And Liriano with the tough slider there for strike 1.
Yeah, you know, when a pitcher gets into a little bit of a jam out there, you can bet he's going with his best stuff. So we may see a heavy dose of that slider right now.
Very weakly on the ground. Throw is not going to be in time to get him, and somehow he's going to wind up with an infield single.
So close to getting out of the inning. Now, this would have been a great play if he could have made it, but he just couldn't get the ball to first base in time. And that's going to wind up being an infield single and a 2-out RBI.
Chris Torres stands in, the 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away.
Yeah, you know, and this could get ugly in a hurry. Or pretty, I guess, depending on which dugout you're sitting in.
Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. So after the strong 5 innings, things have not come as easily for him here in inning number 6.
Well, this is kind of the MO of this lineup. They have a way of just wearing you down. And they're starting.
Oh, and just a sec now as that pitch gets away. But no, he'll hold it third. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Gets the call on the changeup there, 2-1.
And after you move a guy off the plate and you know he's all worked up, that's a perfect time to drop a curveball or a changeup on him. Great pitch call right there.
And this is on the inside edge, perhaps off the inside edge, but it's a called strike, 2-2 now.
He still needs one more strike, but hey, if he can get out of here only giving up 2 runs, I'd call that a win.
Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Swinging a high pop-up straight back, though it looks as though he'll have room back there. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Struck him out. You talk about pulling a rabbit out of your hat. He gets out of the jam, and the side is retired. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. The Reds are on top, 2-0. Jason Rogers will come on now as a pinch hitter, so that'll spell the end for Francisco Liriano.
Jason Rogers.
And now a right-hander's begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
And even on 0-2, you don't want guys to get into a comfort level up there.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Fly ball out to straightaway right. On the move is Bruce. And that's the first out of the inning.
Another guy retired there. You see his pitching line to this point. It's phenomenal. Just 2 hits, both of them are singles. And he's hardly even been in trouble. Thorough domination so far.
Emilio Bonifacio will come on as he's newly into the ballgame, getting his first plate appearance now here in the 6th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. One and 2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
Boy, he is putting on a clinic out there right now. These guys don't know what to look for.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. takes this the other way to right. And that is through into right field for a single.
And this offense has pretty much been shut down here into the 6th inning. That's just their 3rd hit of the ball game, so time has come for them to start trying to put something together.
Number 55 will be the batter. 1 for 2 thus far. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Well, maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
And he misses again, 2-0. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does 2 things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
And will step off and fire to the bag. And he'll get back in safely.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
And another snap throw to the bag. A dive, but he's back.
Just keeping an eye on him.
Two and 0, here it is. Runners off for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And no throw, as it turns out, as he takes second with ease. Hit hard to short. Peraza scoops it up. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Yeah, and it's kind of been one of those days. There haven't been too many balls hit hard, and even when they do hit one hard, it's an atom ball.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Andrew McCutchen. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1.
And you know, sometimes guys get caught up in thinking about being the big hero. The key here, though, is just keep it simple. See the ball, hit the ball. Usually the best results come with that mindset.
And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. And the runner scores from second as they cut away into that deficit here. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Well, that's what he's done well all season. Mets swing the bat with runners in scoring position. He drives in another one here on the RBI double.
So striding in, Dominic Brown, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. For McCutchen, he continues to flash the extra base power. That's now 34 doubles on the year. Here it comes, 1-0. A little bouncer. Foul ball, however, strike 1. Ooh, jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Hard sinker misses, 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. And he comes back with 1 down and in for ball 3.
Boy, nothing's really come easy for him so far on the mound. He's had to work for everything, and now he's got to deal with another full count.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Lifted the other way out to left center. Calling for it, Landis. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Pirates get one on the Andrew McCutchen double. 8, 9, and top of the order coming up to start the 7th. It's the Reds 2 and the Pirates 1. Back here in Pittsburgh, Reds leading this one as we start the 7th. And before we commence, let's take a look at the game summary to this point. Jared Hughes is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
Jared Hughes.
Richie Landis will stand in here to start the 7th in a game that's been sailing along to this point.
Yeah, good thing we don't get paid by the hour, man. This game has flown by.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Drilled on the ground is short. Mercer is there. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting, pitcher, Brandon Finnegan.
Brandon Finnegan will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. He's set. Here it comes. In there, strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And a minimum effort at bat that time as the pitch is taken for a strike 3 called, and he'll go back to focusing on pitching instead. 2 away now.
Well, there's no question that the sinker away has always been this guy's bread and butter pitch. You can see where it is on show track, and you're just not going to get a better location than that pitch with 2 strikes.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. And the sinker is over here, and that evens things at 1. Here it comes on 1-1. Hit back up the middle. Backhanded. And a close play at the bag, but a good stretch by the first baseman got the out, and the inning is over. Reds are down in order. They lead it 2-1. Leading off the inning, David Freese, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, this has been a great game so far, and they're only down by 1. So getting this leadoff guy on would be huge for them.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this is taken outside for ball 1. For that man right there, just the 1 run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
And down by a run, a leadoff walk would certainly help the cause. He's got to shrink that strike zone here and not chase anything that he shouldn't be swinging at.
And a sinker is over that time. It's back to 2-1. Hit hard on the ground to third. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other. 1 away.
Number 60.
Number 60 will come on, and as he's newly entered into the ballgame, he'll get his first plate appearance now here in inning number 7. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1.
Well, he's been in a tough stretch offensively, and this sure ain't going to help.
Hit to short. Peraza is right there. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
The batter, number 10.
And you know,
shortstop,
he really doesn't have to throw that changeup all that much for it to be an effective pitch. And you can see what his breakdown is so far.
Jordy Mercer will take another shot here. He's flied out and lined out in 2 trips.
Well, 0 for 2, but he's taken some decent hacks. Could see a better result in this at-bat.
He'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. EK, the starter, creeping up on 100 pitches now, but that number alone doesn't appear to be affecting him too much at all.
Yeah, he still looks sharp. Still, with the way that teams handle pitchers nowadays, I don't think he'll wind up going much further.
And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Yeah, the tying runs on base now with 2 outs, and who knows? If this next guy can put one in the gap, we could have ourselves a tie ball game.
Here comes Brian Price now out of the Reds dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first. Number 41 will be the new pitcher.
For Cincinnati, number 41.
Chris Stewart will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and 2 away. In there, and it's 0-1.
Now you've got the tying run over at first, 2 away. He's going to be looking to try and find a gap right here and bring that guy all the way around to score.
The 0-1 on its way. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Pirates leave 1. They still trail it here 2-1. Jose Peraza comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
Shortstop, Jose Peraza.
Jay Cornette will be summoned from the bullpen now, as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Jay Cornette.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. And it's quickly 0-2. And now he'll step off as they look for a strikeout pitch. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Well, look there at the numbers for our 2 starters here today, with both guys recently departed from the ball game and looking on from the dugout. So 1 away here in the Reds' half of the 8th. And standing in is the on-base machine, first baseman Joey Votto. First pitch of the at-bat. And he pours this one in at the letters, 0-1.
Getting that first pitch strike is so important against a guy like this. You have to be able to work ahead in the count and not let him dictate the at-bat.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. Now a swing and a ball foul tipped straight into the catcher's glove as he's able to hold on for the second out.
0-2 count. They're coming with the fastball. And he's geared up for it here, but he winds up just missing it as he foul tips it, and the catcher holds on.
Here's Jay Bruce now, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Boy, he may strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air.
Wow, just a jam sandwich right there, and all he's holding is about half of his bat. Those look like the kind of bats I used to swing with.
Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. Pulled toward right center field. And McCutchen will put this one away, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Reds. They still lead it 2-1. Jay Cornette will stand in now as he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the 8th. John Jaso will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 28, Sean Jaso.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Lays off 1-0.
That's
2-0 now.
This is a guy whose numbers are on the rise, and this is a big reason why. 2 close pitches, 2 good takes, and now he's in a great hitter's count, 2-0.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Grounded back up the middle. And that's going to be a base hit. So a great job off the bench as he's aboard to kick off their half of the inning.
Boy, you talk about a ball having eyes. First off, he's fortunate to get this one by the pitcher. It's not hit especially hard, but you'll see it get past second base where neither middle infielder can track it down. And it'll make its way into center field.
Here's Emilio Bonifacio now. And they'll play for the tie here as he puts this one down. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Well, pretty clearly just playing for the tie right here. And it's a nice job there of getting the bunt down. So the tying run's up to scoring position now with just 1 out.
Number 55 will stand in now. Switch hitter batting from the left side here. From the stretch. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1. A swinging bunt to the mound. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Well, it wasn't exactly the finest swing in the world, but at least the net result of it was that it moves the tying run from second over to third. so it wasn't a total loss.
Tom Chang will come on here looking to get the final out in the home half of inning number 8.
Chang.
So stepping in, Andrew McCutchen, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Pause, now the pitch. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Just did manage to catch that one with the last 2 inches of his glove. That could have been trouble.
Both teams with 6 hits so far. A good tailing fastball for a strike, 1-1. Starting to look like not only are they not going to walk him, but they're indeed going to challenge him.
And we've seen that mentality backfire many a time before. But you got to give him a little bit of credit on the mound. He's not backing down one bit.
1-1, here it comes. Hit to third. On it goes right through him into left field. In to score from third is the tying run. It's now a 2-2 ball game.
Well, nothing will put a smile on your manager's face quite like a 2-out RBI. Well, things weren't looking good. He looked like he was going to get stranded out there, but he comes through to drive him home.
Dominic Brown steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. And now the Reds are going to get the bullpen moving here, and it's a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Tap fouled at home plate. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Bruce giving chase. And that retires the side. 1 in the inning for the Pirates on a couple of hits. 9th inning coming up, and we are tied 2-2. Felipe Rivero will enter now to start the 9th inning, as his job will be keeping the game tied until the bottom half. Brandon Phillips will be the batter. Couple of singles to his credit thus far.
Well, 2 singles isn't necessarily an eye-catching performance, but hey, I'm sure he's feeling just fine about it.
Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And he lays off the pitch up and in, ball 2.
2 really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with 2 good takes.
Here it comes, 2-0. And oh, look out! Up and in and nearly took his head off. I think he took a little exception to that location.
Yeah, and so would I if I was down there. If you want to work inside, that's fine. But once you get up over the letters and closer to my head, now we're talking about a different story.
And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here. Tucker Barnhart comes to the plate in a key spot. Go-ahead run at first with nobody out.
Yeah, and it's going to be interesting to see how they decide to play it here. Some would try to manufacture that run with a sacrifice or maybe even a steal. And others say, hey, let them swing. Don't give away any outs.
Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Trying to get that go-ahead run to scoring position now as he puts this one down. Throw's going to go on to first, so a perfect sacrifice there as now the go-ahead run moves into scoring position here.
That is good execution right there. And it's very important when you get to this stage in the ball game And that's going to get the go-ahead run up to second now with just one out. So that'll be worth a few high fives in that dugout, no doubt about it.
Devin Mesoraco will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Devin Mesoraco.
First pitch is a changeup for a called strike.
And he's probably not going to throw too many first pitch changeups. That's a pretty darn good call.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. And this is lifted high in the air down the line behind third. Freeze ranging into the outfield. 2 down.
And as a defender, these are the kind of pitchers you like to play behind. Someone who pitches to contact, keeps the defense involved, and he gets an easy pop-up right here.
Richie Landis will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he can make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
And he misses with it, 1-1.
You have to wonder a little bit about the consistency of that strike zone. I think that was a strike earlier.
Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit. But one thing he's shown so far, he's not afraid to work inside.
Yeah, with that base open right now, he shouldn't have to be afraid. If you do hit him, big deal. Get the next guy.
And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out. Tyler Holt will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 40, Tyler Holt.
And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Now he's going to have to punch his way off the ropes now.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Boy, what a nice job so far of working himself into a hitter's count. Now he can go to work on maybe picking up that 2-out RBI out of the 9-hole.
And he swings right through it there. 2-1.
That might take the anxiety away for the moment, but he's going to need a couple more here to prove to himself that he's not losing it.
To 2-2 now.
2-2.
Set to deal on 2-2. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now. Billy Hamilton would be next. 2 down, runners at first and second. Here's a line drive into left center. Will that get the job done? It's a base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's a 3-2 ball game.
Well, he's a pitch away from getting out of the inning unscored upon, but he just can't seem to make that final pitch that he needs. This turns into a 2-out, 2-strike RBI single. Those are the ones that really hurt.
Alfonso Vaccaro will take over with 2 gone here in the top of inning number 9.
Alfonso Vaccaro.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in as this is on the ground softly down to third. In to score is the runner from third. It's 4-2.
Yeah, tough break there defensively with 2 away. Gets the ground ball he needed to get out of the inning, but this ball just wound up in the perfect place and winds up as an infield single and an RBI.
In now, Jose Peraza. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And that's going to land foul. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two.
That thing's knee-high on the outside third of the plate. Pretty understandable why he couldn't catch up with that one.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Number 55 in foul ground, and that ends the inning. So 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the 9th. It's the Reds 4 and the Pirates 2. Tony Cingrani is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
52, Tony Cingrani.
Aubrey Ledbetter has come into the ballgame now as he takes over as the new third baseman.
Aubrey Ledbetter.
Striding in to start the 9th, David Freese, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least one back here in this inning.
Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball 1. Cingrani pauses. Here's the 1-0. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Hit out towards second. Played on the backhand. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
And up by 2 here in the 9th, he needed to make sure he could keep that leadoff man off base so they don't get the tying run to the plate. That's a huge first out.
Number 60 will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it one pitch at a time, one runner at a time.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Yeah, he essentially tripled up there. That means he threw the same pitch 1, 2, 3 times in a row. You don't see that very often, but it's going to work out for him as he gets the strikeout.
Jordy Mercer is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. Turned on down the line, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Inside with the slider, 2-2. has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. And he'll make the catch there to end it. And the Reds bounce back here to take the finale and earn a split of this 4-game series as this one is over.
And you know what? I don't care who you're playing. You know, it's never easy to go out on the road and win any game. So that was a great effort by them in every phase of the game.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. And boys, probably a handful of deserving candidates for our top player of the game award, but what do you say we go ahead and give it to the man who shut the door out of the pen?
Yeah, it's nice to have someone like this that you can call on to finish things out for you, and he came on to slam the door shut.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Reds win this one 4-2. So long from Pittsburgh.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon for the victorious Cincinnati Reds. 4 runs on